Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and on today's video I'm going to show you how to make even headphones, which are as bad as these, sound good on your Android device. Keep watching to find out more. Okay, so in today's video we'll be taking a look at how to make headphones, even really cheap crap ones like these, actually sound pretty decent on your Android device. Now this works for both wired and Bluetooth devices, and all the other things in between, anything you connect it to, so Bluetooth speakers, Bluetooth earbuds, headsets, all that kind of stuff. You're probably going to want to know how to do it. It's very, very simple to do. You need to be on pretty much Android 10 or above, ideally. The program we're going to be using is called Wavelet, and it works pretty well. There is a few things we need to tweak in it just to make it sound better, or just to make things sound much, much louder. So if you're having problems with your earbuds or headphones just sounding really poor quality and really quiet, then you can actually go in and control that and actually boost the gain on your headset by about 7.5 dB, which actually is quite a lot. So let's head over onto the Android device now and we'll show you all about it. So the first thing you want to do is to open up the Play Store on your Android device, and in the search just look for Wavelet, and Wavelet will look like this. It's like basically a W on there. There is in-app purchases, so if you do want to support a creator, obviously please go ahead and do so. But you can just install it. It is free of charge. If you do pay for it, you do get other perks as well, but you can look at that for yourselves. So I've already installed it, so I'm just going to click on open so we can see what the application looks like. So when you first go into it, one of the first things you want to do is to, at the bottom there, click on the settings cog. You'll probably find there's nothing on the screen at all. So make sure you set it to legacy mode, and also you've got your buffer size there. So buffer size you can play around with to see which works for you. Essentially what it works out is the larger the buffer size, the more latency you're going to introduce. So basically how this app works is it kind of analyzes your audio and then tailors it after the system's kind of analyzed it. So the smaller the buffer size, the lower the latency. The bigger the buffer size, the higher the latency. So maybe if you're playing games, you might want to switch that down to a low buffer size. If you're just listening to music and you're not watching anything on the screen, then certainly go ahead and ramp that buffer size right up. So buffer size out of the way, you can leave it at the standard setting. That seems to be working fine for me. Doesn't appear to be any obvious latency when watching YouTube videos, that kind of stuff. So yeah, make sure this legacy mode is on. You can try using it in the kind of the new up-to-date mode. You will require Android 10 or above for that, and you will need to grant the device certain permissions, which some of you may or may not feel comfortable with. Certainly for me, just using legacy mode seems to work absolutely fine. So once you've gone ahead and done that, you should have the rest of your system enabled. And also then you can choose your device, all that kind of stuff. So if you click on, first of all, Auto EQ at the top here, then you can go in and choose your headphone model. Now, as you can see, I've chosen my headphone model as being Apple In-Ear 2013. These potentially are even older than that, but it does seem to work well. If for some reason you want to actually change your settings or change it to a different set of headphones, if you're changing them, in the top right hand corner here, there is a little reset button, so you can click on that. Just press down it and it basically is a reset. So that'll reset your EQs and also the headphone model. So if we click on headphone model, it says not set. We've got a choice, so it will remember previous headphones that you've used. And where it's got headphone model, if you click on the spyglass, and then you can type in whatever it is. So maybe we'll type in Apple again. So you've got AirPods and that kind of stuff. Obviously you can type in things like Beats, if I could spell it. So you've got your Beats, all that kind of stuff. I wonder if there's anything from Creative Labs. Creative Havana, so yeah, there's lots of Creative Lab stuff there. You'll probably find that the headphones that you've got are in the list. If not, you can just do a custom curve anyway. So let's go back and we'll go into my Apple Buds. So that is the Apple, we call them, actually we call them Apple iPod earbuds. That is essentially what they are. So what it shows you on the screen is the kind of the preferred EQ levels for those headphones or that particular model. You can click on the Auto EQ and that'll do it all for you. Or if you want to, you can kind of manually go ahead and set all your individual settings as you would normally with a graphic equalizer. So Auto EQ can turn on the graphic equalizer. If you tap on that, you can go ahead. Now I've actually set this to a gain of 7.5 dB across the entire range. So this basically increases the volume way beyond what the earbuds would normally be or the actual Android system itself would do. Again, you can overwrite the personal presets and set your own defaults, do whatever you want to do in there. Again, you can save all that and go back. So you've got virtualizer and the bass tuner there kind of grayed out at the moment because they do need to be kind of paid for service, but certainly you don't need it. You also got the limiter as well, which you can go into and choose various settings in there, like your attack time, thresholds, post gain, all that kind of stuff. And also channel balance is one thing which some people may be actually really wanting. So if you enable channel balance, you can set the gain for your left and right side independently, which is absolutely brilliant. But personally, I find this to be really good. The only thing it does, every now and then, if you do close down the app, you're gonna kind of, obviously, you'll get jumps in sound from either quiet to low and all that kind of stuff. A few people have actually commented on that. There is a settings page again, like you said, you can go and change the buffer size, all that kind of stuff. There is actually at the bottom of the screen, you see there's on off, so you can actually disable it. And also you can turn it back on again, so you can start a new music session, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty flexible, but ultimately what you'll find is there is a phenomenal difference in the volume and also the quality of the audio, even if you're using a set as cheap as this. It actually surprisingly made these sound pretty decent and actually gave a little bit bass from them, which I wasn't expecting. So let me know what you think about Wavelet in the comments section below. If you tried it before or are using it at the moment, what's your experience? What are you finding with it? I think really for, well, basically nothing. I think it works really, really well. And for those of you out there which are struggling to get volume out of your Android device in Bluetooth or headphones, and I know there's a ton of you out there because I did a video on it before and it did help some people, but this does seem to be a really viable option for those of you that it didn't work for. So if you've come across from that video, thanks very much for watching, and hopefully you've smashed the like button and the subscribe button and the chime icon so you've been notified of future video releases. But for now, I think that's going to be pretty much it. I've been Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching.